Black men gotta rule the household. Black men wear the pants in the household. There's no such thing as feminism with the Bible.
I don't know if it's Christ or God.
Hold up.
Hold
up.
And the head of Christ. And the head of Christ.
And the head of who?
Christ.
Go ahead.
Is God.
The head of Christ is who?
Is God.
7:13. What God is that?
Daniel.
The Ancient of Days. God the Father. Christ is God the Son.
Right.
Us Israelites are referred to as gods as well. When you read the book of Psalms 82 and 6.
He asked his disciples, saying, whom do men say that I?
Hold up. Who do men say that I? Who's speaking? Jesus Christ. I, Jesus Christ. Go ahead.
The Son of Man am.
Who?
The Son of Man am.
I, the Son of Man am. Meaning what? He's the Son of Man. Meaning what? The Messiah. That was prophesied in Genesis, all the way in Genesis 3:16. This is the Messiah that was going to come from Adam. Meaning what? From a man. That kills the Immaculate Conception.
Right.
Quiet. Don't promote that. Humble. Go ahead.
1 Thessalonians chapter 4 verse 11.
Come on.
And that ye study to be quiet.
Study why to be quiet. Go ahead.
And to do your own business.
And go ahead.
And to work with your own hands.
Read it from the top.
And that ye study to be quiet.
You gotta work, discipline your body to be humble. Study. Why? Because black men today, we emotional. I used to be emotional. Why? Because I had no father in the household.
Right.
So the men of God had to teach me how to be a man.
Right.
Don't be emotional. Be more ready to hear than to speak. Read that again.
And that ye study to be quiet.
Why? Because I thought I knew something, but when the Bible opened up, I didn't know a damn thing. Y'all brothers gotta humble down. We here for ya. Go ahead. But when the Bible opened up, we gotta shut down. Go ahead.
And to do your own business.
Go ahead.
And to work with your own hands.
So my brothers, y'all understand it? Let's go back to John 4:22. You said God is a spirit, we must worship him, and in spirit and in truth. You absolutely correct. Let's start at Genesis 1:26 first.
Yes, sir.
Let's start at the beginning, right? Let's take it slow.
Genesis chapter 1 verse 26.
Because we have to read the Bible with new eyes. Christianity jacked us up. We can't understand the Bible with Stockholm Syndrome.
Right.
We can't understand the Bible with this image in our mind. Because as you reading the Bible, you seeing the names, you reading the locations, the people of the book, and you relating it with this false spirit right here.
Right.
That's why we here saying, yo, be patient.
Right.
Study to be quiet. So we're gonna break that down for you. Just start from the beginning with new eyes. What's your name?
Mark.
Brother Mark, my name is Jose. A pleasure to meet you today, my brother Mark. Go ahead.
Genesis chapter 1 verse 26.
Go ahead.
And God said,
And what?
And God said,
We've been taught that God is a singular word. God, go ahead.
let us.
Let what?
Let us.
Us is what? U-S. Spell that word.
U-S. Us.
Us. What, is that more than one? Is that plural? Or is that a singular word?
Plural.
That's plural. You know the word God mean? It just means powers. That's what the word God means. That's all it means. Powers. Finish that up.
Let us.
Let us, go ahead.
Make man in our.
What?
In our
God
image.
said in our, spell that word our.
O-U-R. Our.
Is that singular or is that plural? Brother Mark. Our. O-U-R.
Plural.
Plural.
Well, he made us in his image.
He made us in his image. You understand? So give me, what does that mean, his image? Get Genesis 2 and 7 now.
Genesis chapter 2 verse 7.
Meaning the first man looked at just as God. What?
So who's this us then?
We're going to get into that. Going back to Revelation 1 and 6.
Because I was told Satan was the destroyer of nations before mankind was even created, which is Adam.
We're going to understand that. We're going to understand that. But you got to be washed. You got to be born again. You got to wash all the philosophies, all the lies.
Right.
All that you think you know, you got to forget about that thing. And read the Bible with new eyes.
Right.
Go ahead. Here's the trilogy. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 3.
Go ahead.
But I will have you know
I will have you know
that the head of every man is Christ.
that the head of every man is what?
Is Christ.
The head, our leader, the Israelite man, is the Messiah. God the Son. Go ahead.
And the head of the woman is the man.
He gave us the way to see God because everybody didn't know God. Nobody knew God. So that's why he came. You feel me?
We just finished
God
this.
is the creator of all.
And the head of the woman is the man.
Hold on, Mark. Read this again for Brother Mark. Hold that.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
The head of every man is Christ. Go ahead.
And the head of the woman is the man.
The head of the woman is the man. There ain't no 50-50. Black men gotta rule the household. Black men wear the pants in the household. There's no such thing as feminism with the Bible.
I don't know if it's Christ or God.
Hold up.
It's God.
Hold on.
And the head of Christ.
Hold up.
And the head of Christ.
And the head of who?
Christ.
Go ahead.
Is God.
The head of Christ is who?
Is God.
What God is that?
But Christ gave his all to God.
Who? What
Christ
God?
didn't do
God
anything
what?
on
God
his
what?
own. He gave his
Absolutely
all.
right.
His all, his everything
Give me
to God.
Daniel.
So God just controlled it. Just like Moses.
What God is that though? It said Christ, his head is God. What God is that? Remember, we read in Revelation 1:6, God and his Father.
So Christ is our last prophet.
Brother, stay with me. You keep going to other topics. You keep going.
I'm saying that's
Stay
why
right here.
it's that.
Focus on the topic. God and his Father. Christ, his head is God. What God is that? 7:13. What God is that?
Daniel.
The Ancient of Days. God the Father. Christ is God the Son.
Right.
Us Israelites are referred to as gods as well. When you read the book of Psalms 82:6, we're going to get that. That's why I told you. The word God is plural. But you got to humble down. Bear with us, brother. Remember what the scripture said. Be more ready to what? Listen. Study to be quiet. Study to be quiet.
Matthew chapter 16 verse 13.
Come on.
When Jesus came into the coast of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples saying, whom do men say that I?
Hold up. Who do men say that I, who's speaking? Jesus Christ. I, Jesus Christ. Go ahead.
The Son of Man am.
Who?
The Son of Man am.
I, the Son of Man, am. Meaning what? He's the Son of Man. Meaning what? The Messiah. That was prophesied in Genesis, all the way in Genesis 3:16. This is the Messiah that was going to come from Adam. Meaning what? From a man. That kills the Immaculate Conception.
Right.
Christ came from his father, his sperm, Joseph, his father. Go ahead, go back now.
Daniel chapter 7 verse 13.
Jesus Christ descends from Joseph, from the loins of Joseph, physically. This is why we got to be born again. We got to renew our mind. We could get that too.
We just disagreeing, that's all.
Go ahead.
With you on
Daniel chapter 7
Christ
verse
said he's
13.
the Son of Man. Go ahead.
I saw in the night vision, and behold, one like the Son of Man
Jesus Christ, the Messiah. Go ahead.
came with the clouds of heaven,
He saw the Messiah coming with the clouds of heaven. Who's that? The angels. Go ahead.
and came to the Ancient of Days.
Hold up. He came to the Ancient of Days. Who's that? God the Father. That's the most high God.
Right.
Meaning the most high power. That's the highest power of powers.
So what did
You understand that? They different people. Read it again. Jesus Christ, the Son of God, came unto who?
Came unto the Ancient of Days.
They brought him. This is one entity being brought to another entity. This is God the Son being brought to God the Father.
Right.
They different people. They different people. We've been bamboozled. We've been taught lies. Go ahead.
And they brought him near before him. And there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom.
They brought him near unto him. Two different beings, two different powers. God the Father is not the same as God the Son.
That's right.
What is a nation? Someone used to say by example.